Okay, here's my little journey in Second Life. Well, one of the first things I learned right off the bat is I didn't like to walk, so I started flying right away. So as soon as I landed in the welcome area, after you logged in and got yourself a avatar design, and then you ended up in this little forum area, in the welcome area. And these are the different portals that give you to the general areas, the adult section, the music, and the different video portions, and the basic subject matters. All right, so we started there. And then I decided, well, I'm going to get a bird's eye view of the island. So I started to fly around. Now, one of the first places I noticed was over here in next to the lighthouse. As I was buzzing around, I found this cool little club. Looked like a hot hopping night spot. So I decided to drop in, literally. And although none of my landings were perfect, they weren't too bad. So as I got to the beach, I landed on the beach and I walked up to the nightclub and I walked over across this little bridge, and there were two staircases going up to the dance floor area. And right away you could see that it was hopping up there. They got lots of light show and effects and all. So I decided I was going to get on the floor and dance. Now as soon as I walked down to the dance floor caught on fire. So I had to look around. Here you can see I'm bobbing my head up and down. And then as the more I danced, well, I didn't know how to dance, so I started flailing my arms around. I didn't really know what I was doing at this point. I was clicking on things, windows were popping up all over the place. But whatever I was doing, I was making the flames go higher, so I just kept on doing it. And then after a while, the next thing I knew, the dance floor literally caught on fire. So I'm dancing, and all of a sudden there's flames shooting up around me. I got these green things starting up here first, then I had flames shooting up around me. And at that point, well, I had to get a little hot in here, so I decided to take off. So from the dance floor, I decided to jet off to my next destination. Now I'm at the base of the lighthouse, and you can see me coming up the stairs here. Now I'd actually walk up the stairs in the lighthouse. Here's a view of the lighthouse as I was flying in, and then you can see me inside, actually where the lamp is. And then the next picture you'll see of me is outside on the balcony, and there's my bird's eye view from the lamp house. Now when I was sitting at the lighthouse, I was looking out and I noticed this cool little outdoor living room situation over there. So I had to fly in and see what that was all about, because if I owned an island, I would definitely have an outdoor living room on the side of the mountain. So I flew in and I took a little snapshot, and here's my cool little outdoor patio. I really, really like this. Another thing I saw, an outdoor beach house. I really like this guy too. I found this walking on the beach. All right. So now I decided to, from there, fly off and explore this waterfall. Now, as I was getting close to the waterfall, I noticed there was a little cave opening over there to the left on the ground. So I decided to duck in and see what that was all about. I'm all about the secret entrances, all right? So I come in and I end up walking through this little doorway, which actually goes into the side of the mountain. And as I'm going down this corridor, I notice a checkerboard floor. And lo and behold, it opens up into this nice little library thing here. So I've got beautiful paintings, a huge fireplace, and all sorts of grandioso stuff. That was really, really cool. So my next stop was the Da Vinci Gardens. Now when I first walked in, I admit it was a little bit bland. Now I started walking around and I found this secret doorway passage as I went in. And as I went in, there was a little boarding area where I could get on a gondola. So I get on this gondola and I start going through all these secret passages. And the next place I end up is like a little video game area where I have to actually walk on this crossbeam to get across the flames. So it was really, really an excellent experience. And next stop was the Rose Galleries, an exhibition hall. My first stop was the Grand Dining Room. And then next I went to the ballroom area, and then up the stairs into the theater. So I took some nice pictures of me standing in the theater. After that, we went on to the American Cancer Society display. Here we found a resource library giving us tips on treatment, research of cancer, and how to stay healthy, most importantly. And my next stop after that in there was the Run for Life warehouse. We found some interesting facts on the Run for Life relay. Our next stop, our final stop, was Full Sail University, and here is a picture of me resting after my long flight over here and looking at the map trying to find my way around the new campus. And here's a couple snapshots of me in the different various halls. All right, and thank you for joining me on my Second Life journey. I hope you enjoyed the flight as much as I did.